Good evening. Welcome to Speaking in Your Basement. When I was younger, I went through fits trying to convince myself and others I didn't care what anybody thought. But I cared a lot about what they thought, which was part of why I was trying to convince them. The interesting thing was much later, I don't know how much of this happened through, the behaviors, the different practices I've had over the years, and how much of it's just starting to get older and get a little bit of perspective. But I started to see how much I did for attention and how much I did for approval from others. But gradually, I started to pick up things I just authentically did for myself, as authentically as I'm capable of anyway. Just things that I appreciated that I did. And the more I did that, and the more I found those things and let it be just for me, it's too easy to try to find a way to make money with something, to try to find a way to be cool with something. But when I find these things that they're just for me, and if nothing else happens, but I'm a little more satisfied with my life, that's good enough. Again, that's the ideal. I don't know if I ever really get there to where it's just for me. But the more I move in that direction, the more I have different areas of my life where I'm just more satisfied with this little activity that I engage in on a regular basis, the better life has become. And the more I've at least cared less than I used to about what other people think. So I'd never say, I don't care what other people think. I bullshitted myself far too often in my youth to believe it when I say that anymore. But it's definitely better. It's definitely better just being me than it used to be. There's a lot I do, from cooking to exercising. I spent several years in karate, the types of things I study. There's a lot of things that are just satisfying to me. And if that's all they are, well, that might not be all I want them to be, but it's good enough. It's nice to find things in your life that are good enough. If you want to take care of other people, and most of us do at some point in our lives, you get a lot of practice taking care of you first. Even if you're already taking care of other people, you can get a lot better at it surprisingly quickly by just taking a few moments to take care of you. You have virtually everything you need already. You just got to be willing to work with what you got. We all have something. We all have something we can do. We all have something we can work with right in front of us. Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to take what resources you have? Most of them may be mental, that's fine, mental and emotional. Make use of those resources. Make use of whatever you've got. Put it towards something. Put it towards something that's meaningful to you. I think a lot of people have built a lot of impressive movements, but my suspicion is the only time those things are really satisfying is when they were satisfying to you or whoever started it first. When you find real, and it's really hard to deny, like it. Some people may not like it. But when you've taken care of something that way, when you've poured yourself into something, how much can they really say against it? They don't like it, and not everybody has to like it. But even before anybody else likes it, if you really like it, don't just say you like it. Don't just get good feelings inside, but you take the behavior and take the time, take the focus, and pour it into that activity, whatever it is. Over time, the power of that just multiplies. So again, you have virtually everything you need to succeed already. and you already absolutely have everything you need to make your life significantly better. It's almost never about the money. That's one of the excuses people love to give. Not about the connections. You don't need connections to take care of you, to pour yourself into what's really important to you. You just need you, and a little bit of self-knowledge, and a little bit of willingness to keep moving forward. And if you have that as a basis of your life, as a foundation, anything else you build on top of that is going to be much more beautiful. I'm Ben Langley. Thanks very much for being here tonight. We'll talk again soon.